going to say, hello, YouTube. And we're going to fire up Wizardry 1.0. I think it's actually 1.0.1. They released some kind of hotfix. I'm not totally sure what that is or what it does. By the way, this may be a short stream. The Wizardry HD remake has historically been varyingly stable for my machine. You know it is not stable on my machine. Is the cat tax. Mario, if you're going to be all up in my business, I would appreciate it if you turned your cute cat face toward the camera. No, you're gonna not do that, because you're a cat. You getting grumpy? Yeah. Okay. So, if you're curious, this is what Mario the Cat tried to help me search for on my GOG Galaxy. You may be shocked to know that it turned up 0 results. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, not very helpful, Mario. Okay, paid the cat tax. Let's go back here. And let's clear out these search results, and let's put Mario down here. Okay. And let's actually fire up Wizardry, the Wizardry version 1.0. So as I was saying, the last time I played this on stream was way back on 0.1.0.3. Also, hold on one moment, everybody, before we do anything else. Guess who's getting evicted? That's right, it's Mario the Cat. Already paid the cat tax, cat. Okay, so last time I played this was back 7 months ago, 0.1.0.3 release. Game was playable start to finish. Game was rough. Game was a little janky. A lot of animations and things not finished. We're gonna check out what they've added in the numerous pre 1.0 releases and the final 1.0 release since then. And again, this may be a short stream, because, as I mentioned, the game is variably stable for me. Most recent releases seem to be okay for me, more or less, in offline testing. Once I went into a configuration file that, was not easily provided by the game, the initial releases were pretty stable, up to about 0.2.x for me. The 0.3 line was horrendous. I really couldn't play it at all. 0.4 line was more stable, I'd say, and then 1.0 seems okay in my limited testing. But we're gonna give this a go here, and we're gonna check out what has changed, what has been improved since 1.0.3, which, by the way, had an all-timer of a first ballot Hall of Fame patch note, as I mentioned in my Discord. Wordna had a breakthrough in warding off the madness of the amulet and can now distinguish between his loyal undead and pesky do-gooders when casting Tilt 08. Incredible patch note. Okay. Need to change the window here. There it is. Okay, so can you hear me okay? Can you hear the game okay? Okay, well, it's a problem, isn't it? Okay, let's try that again. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear the game okay? Hopefully you can. Based on the bars, game is a little low. Interesting. Okay. I can do something about that. Give me a moment. Open volume mixer. Wizardry, is it? Okay. Oh, yeah, I have it set to literally 0, apparently. Okay, let's do this. Let's... That right, okay. Okay, that's a good deal louder in my ears. How is it for you? Let me guess, now you're gonna tell me it's overpowering me. I need to cut this off. Okay. It's probably fine. Okay, cool. So, the first thing you'll notice is this new title screen theme, which is much more reminiscent of the NES title screen theme, which is really cool. And it maybe goes off and does its own little thing here, but... No, that's the turnaround. So for those of us who played the NES version when we were younger or more recently, this is like a really cool HD version of that, which is awesome. Love it. Yeah, true. Also the SNES version. Those of us in the Western world didn't have... I will specify we did not have easy legal access to the SNES version, but it was out there. I believe the Game Boy Color version is, which again was Japan only, but does have options to play it fully in English. Also uses that title theme. So, got an options screen here. Actually, still fairly limited. I've got everything graphically. I basically have everything as low as it will go. You have a credits thing. You have the developer's letter here. Pop that open. I'll try to anyway, because, right. Why can I not? Does it have to be left shift specifically? Okay. I can read it says shift open dev letter, and it's not letting me do that, but that's okay. Alright, anyway, we're going to select our game here. Unless I'm not actually selecting it, despite the fact that I'm selecting it. No, it's just not letting me open it. Okay. Or both my shift keys are broken. That's also a possibility. I can't rule that one out. Alright, so, if we select a game, you can see we have multiple save slots here, which is cool. And additionally, you'll notice we have original level set. That is definitely something new since we played this last. At some point, I believe around the 0.4 release, they added the option for, in the console ports, the NES and SNES versions. The Game Boy Color version is actually completely different. You may remember there was a big post-game in our Game Boy Color playthrough of Wizardry Night of Diamonds. There's actually something similar in the Game Boy Color version of Proving Grounds of this game. What they do is they basically lean into the fact that floors 5 through 8, you have really no reason to visit them. So for the Game Boy Color version, they completely change up all of those floors. You don't go to 5 through 8 until after you defeat Wordna, and 5 through 8 is explicit post-game. It's really interesting, actually. But for the NES and SNES versions, what they did was they changed up levels 6 through 8. And when you start the game, here, you can select whether you want to do the original levels or the console levels. I'm gonna be honest, outside of just doing it for its own sake, I have no reason why you'd ever pick the console levels. You don't really have a whole lot of reason to do 6 through 8 in the original configurations either, honestly. But there are like some cool little mini bosses and Easter eggs and things in the original levels. You don't have that in the console levels. They're just kind of empty levels, essentially. Also, interesting note, they had to release a hot patch and an experimental option to run this game via command line and include a parameter to basically, when you loaded up the game, pick your level set. Because apparently when 4.0 first released, or 0.4.0 first released, they kind of screwed up and defaulted everybody's existing save game to console levels. Like, the way it was always supposed to work was when you'd start a new game, it would ask you which level set you wanted to pick, and it would lock you into that level set. But apparently they didn't consider existing games, and I guess it, like, broke people's save games. Mine was thankfully fine, but I also didn't play a whole lot of it after 0.1.0.3, so... Alright, let's pick our empty venture game. And we can load new game, rename or copy the game. We'll load. Okay, game has not broken on us. That's good. You'll notice, again, completely original music here. And if we visit the tavern, get another cool little theme. Okay, so, one of the other things you'll notice, this is definitely a new option since I last played Recruit Character. One of the quality of life things that they added is essentially you can buy characters. So you can see some of the stats, not necessarily great. But you can see I can pick a ninja, I can pick a lord. And I believe their levels are roughly based on your levels. We have a bishop, level 14 bishop, level 20 mage. I like some of these names. Ragnar, Rydia. Level 21 fighter. So this is actually kind of cool if, like, you lose a character, right? And it's very interesting, the sort of philosophy here, I think. There's actually a tool tip, a loading screen tip, where essentially they go the complete opposite way from what I think the original developers of Wizardry sort of intended, where you get really attached to characters. Where they basically give you a tooltip saying explicitly don't get attached to a specific character. Your mission is to retrieve the amulet from Wordna. Who does it is not that important. And so they really lean into that here with this recruitment roster. So, like, if you lose a character, or you lose a bunch of characters, you'll at least still have a ton of gold with the way gold works in this version. And, you know, you'll be able to just hire a bunch of new characters, essentially. Which is cool. You know, they're good buys. Like this Dwarf Lord. Heck yeah. Okay. So, we got that. The training grounds are the training grounds. I don't think there's that much to really explain there. You have the same things. Inspect your roster. Inspect the roster as a whole. So I still have Benchwarmer and Thor 1, and then who's left of the default party. When I had to do the rescue mission way back when. Back to the courtyard. We can visit the inn. Actually, this is a good time to go here. And besides the game options, this is there's a bunch of things they've added since I played this last. So we have old school options. They've added a ton of quality of life old school options to this, and you can see I've got this set to custom. Hey Luna, how's it going? Okay, so these character options, these have been there, I think, the whole time. Yeah, okay. They added a ton of things, which we will go through now. Ambush was a fairly recent addition, but remember, I've not streamed this since 0.1.0.3. That was many versions ago, so we're gonna go through some of this stuff. I have a ninja, but my ninja's in the front row, because my ninja has a shuriken, so I can just... I would rather just attack with the shuriken, frankly. Okay, so the starting attribute points, level up attribute advancement, character age theming. These are all in when I was there. The in configuration. This is new. So essentially you have a quick rest option in the expanded. I'm just going to leave it original. Because, I don't know, even though it's not really super respectful of my time, I sort of enjoy kind of gaming the system of, you know, stay for free and use your magic to restore your hit points, because anything else is a sucker's bet. I don't think it actually costs money to rest to recover HP, but that's okay. So Temple has been expanded. You can see the new stuff there. You can revive level 1 characters for free, which is nice. And you can also recover from level drain, which is also kind of nice. I don't know exactly how that works. Character recruiting, that's new. We kind of went over that. Yep, yeah. Okay, the expanded is basically that, okay. Oh, so it sort of shortcuts it for you. Yep, yeah. Yeah, so randomly in the RPG Maker game I'm working on, I also realized that that's how I would do it if I were to do like a Wizardry-esque inn. So I essentially just cut out the inn altogether and said, okay, if your characters make it back to town alive, they just automatically fully heal. If they're dead, they stay dead. You'll have to find a way to revive them, but... anyway, so character recruiting, we talked about that already. Maze options, the ambient map, that's kind of a little mini-map. The Dumapic map, that's been in the whole time. Conversation hints, those have been in. I think they've kind of been expanded since I played way back when. Bad stuff on Party Wipe, that's an option that I don't know if that's been there. I know it's a fairly early option they added in, but I don't remember if it was there when I streamed it last, but I've left that on. Surprise round casting, that's a new option, or a fairly new option. I disabled that at the earliest opportunity. That's actually how it works on, I think, everything but the very original version of the very first Wizardry. I think even Wizardry 2, Apple II, I realized, oh, that's kind of brutal. Noteworthy, the only thing this disables is specifically casting spells. Like, using spell points to cast spells. If you have an item that can cast spells, you are still free to use that. Conversely, if the enemies have something like a breath attack, they are still free to use that on surprise rounds. But this at least, gets rid of surprised by greater demons, Madalto, 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 you're dead, doe. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did not know that. So... it's kind of funny that for the very first version, it was one of the few things they didn't completely shamelessly crib from D&D. Because I've gone over this in some of the previous Wizardry streams, where I feel like they did, at times, the original developers tried to hew a little bit too closely to AD&D or old school Dungeons & Dragons. Like, oh, we're gonna do this because that's how Dungeons & Dragons does it, and didn't really fully consider the implications of trying to transfer the Dungeons & Dragons play style to a more digital format. So, anyway. Ah, interesting. Okay. Okay, this is a new one. The Hide and Ambush from the console. I believe it first debuted in the console version of Wizardry 5. It might be in PC Wizardry 5, I'm not sure, but that was where I first saw it. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff cribbed from D&D to varying degrees. Absolutely. It wasn't just a Wizardry thing, clearly, but Wizardry as one of the first computer RPGs. Not quite the first, but it's up there. It's probably that, along with Akalabeth and Ultima. They're, probably the first two people are likely to know, or to be able to, pick the names out of a lineup. But anyway, so Hide and Ambush. You can, as a thief or ninja, you can hide for one round, and on the second round, you can try to attack from the back row, which is pretty cool. I've got that enabled. The enemy identification system is definitely new. So the bestiary and all the stats, those are normally in a lot of the Wizardry versions and all the Wizardry versions. They are very, very hidden. This is also really cool because it gives magic casters and your back row characters something to do in battle besides just parry, parry, parry 99 battles out of 100. So there's a full bestiary, and with the inspect enemy, you fill out that bestiary, and that's really cool. So we've got that enabled. Action redirection. So if you want it to work a little bit more like later Final Fantasy games. You can, when a target is dead, it will redirect your attacks to other targets. Got that disabled, but, that's cool with the options there. Runaway in turn order, same thing, makes attempting to run a little less brutal. I've got that disabled. I don't really know why. But, and then we're back to the start. So yeah, a lot of cool new options enabled. A lot of cool new options available. Some of it I've enabled, some of it I haven't, but... Alright, let's resume. We did the tavern, we did the inn. We'll check out the temple. Just check out the music. Of course. Look, if you're not Murphying, are you really playing Wizardry at all? Yep, you are Yep, because you are... I don't even remember what, path you took to get there. But one big thing in this version... Actually, one thing I'm surprised is not an old school option, now that I think about it. In this version, changing class does not reset your stats. Whereas in, every other version of the game, and sequels and ports, it does. Yeah, you were, thief, cleric... I think I went, thief, mage, cleric, or thief, cleric, mage, and then finally to ninja. You may have even been a fighter in there at one point. And then the trading post. Nothing's really changed with the trading post, honestly. Well, I don't remember this close-up being there. So. just some of the things I've sold to Boltac. So again, new music. They've put together essentially a new, completely original score for this game. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little ambivalent toward it. Like, I get it. The new music is not bad, don't get me wrong. But those of you who watched the Wizardry stream, you saw how happy I was when I heard the battle music and realized it was basically the NES version. It was like I was 8 years old again. You probably saw it at the start of this stream. Where I was humming along to the Wizardry title screen theme. They have taken that out, or at least I have not heard it since, I think, 0.4. A little bit I played of that. Again, the new music is not bad, and I understand that they're probably trying to sell this to more than the, I'm sure, comparatively very few people who remember NES Wizardry in the US. But yeah, I'm still a little sad that I might actually, like, email or, you know, try to get some feedback somewhere saying, hey, what happened to that music? And yeah, can we have it as an option, please? Exactly. I mean, I would definitely take it. So anyway, yeah, nothing has really changed with the functionality of Boltac itself, so. Look, I'm right there with you, Luna. There are dozens of us. My cousin is probably right there with us, too. There are dozens of us. Dozens! Okay, anyway. So far, game has not frozen and crashed on me, which is good. Like I said, the 0.3 release was particularly unstable for me. If I could get into the maze, it was a miracle. The 0.4 was actually not great either, but it was better than 0.3, so we're gonna give this a go here. So far, it's holding up. Don't know how long it's gonna hold up for, but we're gonna check out the maze now. Also, it feels like, and I don't know how well this is gonna come across on stream, but it feels like these last few releases, they just seem to run smoother, even though the frame rate is ostensibly the same for me. Like, it just seems snappier somehow. So let's... Oh, also, new camp theme. I think Chubo is the one who has the most priest charges, yes. Yep, yeah, the button to show the last time, to show your last due epic. Luna, thank you for teleporting 1,500 channel points into Rock. Am I going to Lomilwa? Am I going to... No, I am going to Mob Horrific. I'm going to wait on the Lomilwa. Alright, so we can escape out of that. Alright, so. A little bit hard to see. You've got some cool new graphical touches. I don't think those skeletons were there when I was streaming this last. And you can actually see the ambient map works a little bit differently. You can actually see a little bit more in front of you. An encounter. You see, cool new background, by the way. There are actually several battle themes in this. So I don't understand why, like, the old school NES Remix one is not one of them, frankly. I'm wondering if maybe there were some legal issues there. I am rampantly, recklessly speculating. I have no first-hand evidence of that. I have no knowledge of that. But just kind of knowing just what a mess the Wizardry legal situation at least was, and apparently still is. That would be sad, but it would frankly not be a huge surprise. If we hit the left Alt button, we can toggle the enemy card. And this is what a fully identified enemy looks like here. So from the top to bottom, you have the enemy number, cool picture of them, the name, the group size that they can appear in. So 1d6 plus 1. So in other words, kobolds can be anywhere from 2 to 7 in the group. How much experience a kobold gives. You have the class, their base armor class, their HP range, how many attacks they have, and what they're resistant to. In this case, it is fire, ice, and sleep. Also, any extra actions they can take or any special traits they have. So, that's cool. So we'll just fight. See, we have Inspect. Your frontline characters... Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Escape, resume. All right. So your frontline characters can actually also inspect enemies, but I'm not totally sure why you do that. And I think it's either intelligence or luck that affects the likelihood of successfully divining more information from an enemy. We're just going to fight, parry. We got the summary. We did not get any gold from that. That's fine. So we got more skeletons here. This door. Let me see here. Okay, where do I want to go from here? Actually... Give me a moment here. Okay, give me one other moment here. Yes, okay, so the entirety of my Wizardry 1 map has fallen out of the graph paper notebook I had. Oh, okay, it's over there. Interesting. All right, cool. That's not the way I wanted to go. Oh, by the way, this is new. This has been, oh, okay, sure. The floor 1 has been restored to the Apple II original, where you could theoretically have up to 2 groups of monsters at a time. That was not a thing in the NES version. You could only fight. There would only be 1 group at a time there. Also, I want to... Let me see here. Kobold. Alright, so we fully identified kobolds. Let's see. No, okay. Alright, and we fully identified orcs. That does not surprise me, but... So we'll just parry. That's fine. I think we'll be okay. Kobold wants nothing to do with me. That orc also wants nothing to do with me. Corridor out of limits. Turn back. Alright. this way. Yeah, that's right. That's a secret door. So we're gonna get teleported here. How did you come to be here? There is a presence here. No, it couldn't be him. An encounter, sure. Alright, have we fully identified bushwhackers? I believe we have. I think we've done all the 4-1 monsters. Yes. Uh-oh. Alright. Seems okay now? Alright. I'm gonna risk it. Alright. So I believe I mentioned... Yeah, okay. So we fully identified these. We're just gonna... Yeah, definitely was in the middle of a bursting flame. The bursting flame was Comcast, by the way. Fix that. Alright. Okay. Alright, so. Yes, indeed. So if we come over here, there's the statue of the chicken and the head of a cat. Yep, usual runes. So I'm not going to find anything because I already have the key. Well, that's kind of cool. You can actually see the statue there. I don't remember if that was there before. And of course, you're very familiar with this, Luna. It's your boy. Oh, actually, hold on. Have I actually identified Murphy's ghost? I have. Okay. Nope, did not get 2 of them. Yes, it's Abby at home. Yes, indeed. I like his little death animation, though. That's cool. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's not the way I want to go. What am I doing? Uh-oh. I don't know where I am, clearly. I guess it was this one I wanted to take. Yeah, okay. Alright, we got some orcs. So you can see, also, one of the big things since I last played this, one thing is the character portraits. They're all filled in. You remember Mercury Zelda was just like a sketch last time. And this is why I didn't Lomilla. Yeah, somehow I think we can take bubbly slimes. And so yeah, we'll randomly play the Wizardry 1 victory jingle, but... And the Wizardry 1 encounter jingle, but... Oh, did I not go far enough? That's what happened. I didn't go far enough. Okay. Up left. Where is the... Okay. I am apparently not where I think I am. That's okay. Monster surprised me, really. Okay. Alright. There it is. Okay. So, Here's this guy was not in here before. I mean, the square was, but mysterious mage, be gone, strangers. Mapiro Mahama Diro Mat. Also, they corrected the typo. I think it previously said Mapiro Haha Madiro Mat or Mamaha, but no, the correct. And we're back at the castle. All right, cool. So with that. Go back in the maze. I do want to heal that, heal their, HP there. Okay. Yep. Overlord Trevor. Okay. We'll have everybody stay at the inn. I don't think anybody here will have gained a level, but nope. Okay. Didn't think so. Okay, so we palled around a little bit on floor 1. Have you, Maverinthia, have you read the manual for Wizardry 4? It's actually pretty skimpy, but it's funny because it explains the setup. And it kind of describes the events up to and during the first game from Wordna's point of view. And it's pretty great. I will say he, at no point does Wordna necessarily try to frame himself as the good guy, per se. But the Wizardry 4 manual is great because it explains, like, the final battle from Wordna's point of view of this game. And he's basically like, I was just chilling in my chamber. I'm heavily paraphrasing. But the sentiment is basically, I was just chilling in my chamber with my homie the Vampire Lord and his underlings, and this crazed group of ruffians just bursts in looking for a fight. And it kind of goes from there. Okay, so, let's explore a little bit more. This time we will cast Lonoa. And we will... Oops, that's the wrong... We'll throw down Maporific. Well, yeah, I mean... Additionally, like, the game is not called Proving Grounds of the Sane, Kindly, Loved Overlord. It's the Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, so, you know. Although I think it's implied that the reason Trevor went mad was because Wordna stole his amulet from him. Where is... Okay. That's not the way I want to go. Oh, I'm hitting buttons that I just don't mean to be hitting. Alright, so I'm going to go this way next. You can see how Lomilwa... What secrets hide in this maze? What treasures? This is new. An encounter, that's what. Pretty sure I got everything on, like, at least the first 2 floors. Oh, so we can inspect chest. Ah, okay, yeah. We can cast Calfo. 95% certainty that there's nothing there. Are you so certain as to open it, Chubo? Okay, we got nothing from that. So this is where you can see the, you can see where the doors, the walls kind of glow. Where there's a hidden... That actually looks a lot better than I did previously, I think. In this room is a silver statue of a boar. Partially obscured. It's hardly legible. Some comments warning about ghosts and demons can still be made out. And this is where you'd get the silver key. But... okay. So with that done, let's head down to floor 2. You must test your mettle against many horrors before you are ready to venture deeper. Yo, username unknown. Thank you for the 500 bits. It's a fairly new tooltip, by the way, or loading screen. Why do evil guys get the best gear? Thank you for that. Greatly appreciate it. I got some new stuff. Alright, so where am I? Okay, well, we can easily see one of the new things. Not that. An encounter, a level 1 mage. So this is new. The level 1 mage has animations now. I don't think it was animated last time. It was just kind of a stock. Base armor class 4. That is way better armor than any mage I've ever had. I would just like that noted for the record. It's not going to save it, but... How are you, username unknown? Alright, so this is cool. This is new. This is the silver key door. And you can see it's... you can see use silver key. Click. Party unlocks the door with the silver key. Yep, that's neat. Where do I want to go? Okay. An encounter! 3 creeping cruds. Yeah, they have poison as a, I think somewhere there's a... You can click something to get a legend of what the symbols in the bestiary actually mean. You might have to do it in the bestiary itself. Oh, thank you. Yes, you as well. And that goes for everybody in the US. And possibly the UK. I know the UK just likes to take seasonal holidays in banking whenever they feel like it feels like. Like, the UK literally has holidays for banks that are just like spring banking holiday. Because I guess they didn't feel like working on that day, so. No, I don't want to open the chest. That would be a bad idea. I want to cast Calfo. Lag, you can cast Calfo this time. Alright. You are so confident there's nothing there as to open it. Okay. Whoop. So this is where one of the statues would be. It's where the statue of Bear would be. So. Yeah, I will watch someone occasionally who is doing and here's the bronze door. Already unlocks the door with the bronze key. Encounter 5 level 1 priests. I was watching someone basically, I think, doing like a rare item kind of grind on floor 10 of the NES version of Wizardry. And it's kind of funny because they just always have their ninja try to disarm teleporter. Well, actually, what they did first was they gave the entire party amulets of Wardna, which is hilarious. But after that point, because that makes them immune to almost everything, after that, they just always have their ninja try to disarm teleporter. Like, they don't even bother inspecting the chest to see what it is. It's just disarm teleporter. If it's not teleporter, you know, just eat whatever the trap is. It's fine. So, I have. Okay. So, fight, parry, parry. Smack. I also think that bonus hits work a little differently in this version versus the versions I'm used to. The bonus hits do not necessarily stack atop the number of attacks you get. If that makes sense. Like, it's one or the other, not both. Poison needle. Alright, disarm the poison needle. Hey, we did it. Cool. 20 gold. Awesome. Here's a group of adventurers. They're not doing too well. Neat little flourish there. 6 creeping crows. So yeah, you can see I surprised the monsters. So no trap, you say? Okay. Open it. Pretty members of 13 gold. Alright, so there's nothing in this room. What I was looking for was over here. So again, there's a statue that would be there. But it's not. Oh, okay. We have another encounter. Zambos. We have fully inspected them. Cool. Might as well try to dispel them. Why not? Oh, that's that made my computer chug for a bit. It's okay though. It survived. Tells me if I ever encounter will-o-wisps on the 10th floor, we're still in trouble. So. Okay, so here we need the statue of bear. Click, use the statuette of the bear. Already unlocks the door, statuette of the bear, and then this is okay. Okay, and then there's where you need the statue of the frog. And in here you'd get the gold key, which I believe is never actually used in the game. It might actually be what you need to escape the area out of bounds in floor 1. Other than that, I don't know if it's ever actually used anywhere. Like, there's no door for a gold key that you ever need. Oh, an encounter. 4 Zambos. Fight. Fight, parry, dispel. Encounter 5 Zambos. Alright, they're like, roar. The monster surprised me. This could be bad. Because they can still poison, I think, and maybe paralyze. They really do not like you, Almesia. I don't know why, but... Alright, got some gold, cool. 3. Alright, give me 1 moment. Find floor 3 here. Alright, cool. Got it. Down. There's, I can read a mosaic that says turn left. We're gonna not turn left. It's a sucker play. Turn left. We're gonna not turn left. That's a sucker play. Turn right. We're gonna not turn right. That's a sucker play. We're going this way. 3 rotting corpses. Okay. What do we know about rotting corpses? We know everything about rotting corpses, apparently. Okay, cool. We can just fight, parry. Hey! No attacking me. It's not nice. Blades, you say? Disarm that, please. Nice. Okay, got some gold. Not getting a whole lot of gear, I'm noting, but that's okay. This is another place where you need the Statue of Bear. Why, I don't know. You'd think this would be a good place for the gold key, but nope. Let's see. Three more rotting corpses, okay. One more. There it is. Okay. Here. Here. So one of the things that I think they fixed was the stairs down jutting out onto another square. Okay, so we are now on floor 5. So at one point, I was apparently putting together a list of things you could Makanito. That's a one-way door there. Here's the express elevator. Let's go back up to floor 4, shall we? So, use the blue ribbon there. And this, you may remember as where our mini-boss fight was. Testing grounds control center, authorized personnel only, do not enter. We're entering. Suddenly a loud alarm bell can be heard, and the bell stopped and replaced by the sound of guardian monsters. Party gets the idea that they are in big trouble. You can see numerous skeletons here. 6 grave mists, 4 rotting corpses, okay. Grave Mist pop up. Okay. But we did surprise the monsters, so what do we got here? Alright, we know all about Grave Mists. Great. Let's try to dispel the rotting corpses. Nice. Okay. Alright, we got there. Cool. Hold on. Okay. I'm actually going the right way. That's okay. This is actually the way I wanted to go. 4 ogres, okay. Not a problem. Ogre's not happy. That's fine. Alright, they have a lot of health. Interestingly, worse armor class than the level 1 mage. I would just like that noted for the record. And the 4th ogre wants nothing to do with me, which, fair enough. Monster Allocation Center. Oh, okay. So it looks like they may have changed this so that this is where you need the gold key. I don't think you actually needed the gold key here before. Yeah, okay. I don't think you actually needed the gold key to unlock this door before. You could just unlock it. Okay, so that's cool. Here's the mini-boss battle. Hopefully they don't surprise me. They did not. That's good. Okay, so. Alright, so we have identified the level 7 fighter. Is there a way to... There's gotta be a way to, like, toggle this. Oh, there we go. You hit up and down. Oh, left and right. Okay, I see. Okay, so we've identified everything but the level 7 mages. Really? Alright. Fight the High Ninja. Fight the High Priest. Fight the High Priest. Madalto, the level 7? No. Yeah, Madalto, the level 7 mages. Try to inspect the level 7 mages. And... I don't know. That's not the spell I want. That is. Okay. Try to Montino, the level 7 mages, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we got the High Ninja, that's good. We got the High Priest, alright, we should be okay from here. Alright, we killed both mages, that's fine. Oh, we did deduce some insights, that's cool. Alright, so I think... Alright, so the High Priest actually survived, I see. Okay. Should be okay from here, I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're fine. Yep. Yeah. Especially because this is the only place I believe these enemies are, so... Alright, so you made it out of that fight completely unscathed. That's really cool. Hey, thank you for the raid, EMP. Any amount of money. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, so we're gonna disarm the crossbow bolt. Silver receives potion, Mercury Zelda receives ring. Misha receives rod. And we get no gold out of that. Okay, so, as long as we don't equip the ring, we're fine. Hi, GL, thank you. We're just checking out some of the, I guess you could call it new content. or some of the quality of life stuff that they've added to this since I last played it 0.1 times. So, an encounter: 5 rabbits, 8 werebears. Okay, that's a lot of bears. I identified Vorpal bunnies. Okay, we've apparently not fought Vorpal bunnies yet. That's okay. We have not, in fact, fought Vorpal bunnies yet. Okay, have we fought werebears yet? Okay, so that's... Alright, if I move this, I see. We have not done much with werebears either. Okay. That's a little concerning, I guess, but... Okay, let's try to get some info on these enemies for now. Let's see what we get out of this. Okay, didn't learn anything new, didn't learn anything new, didn't learn anything new, didn't learn anything new, didn't learn anything new. Observe new details about werebear. Okay, well that's good anyway. The Vorpal bunnies scare me more than the werebears do, frankly. I think the Vorpal bunnies can hit you and instantly kill you, so... Whereas the werebears, I think, can just poison you, quote-unquote. Also, the werebears apparently want nothing to do with me, which is fine. Fine, that'll work. Killed the werebear. We observed new details about Vorpal bunny. Great. And deduced new insights about werebear. Cool, cool. Alright. Alright, so, let's cast Calfo. You can cast Calfo today. Alright, fine. Open it, if you're so certain. Cool. Juba receives book! Alright. There's a glowing hot door. An encounter! A dragon. That I believe is a gas dragon. Yep, okay. Chubo identified the enemy. And again, we surprised it, so we're going to take advantage of that and try to do some more stuff about it. So on the card, the first time you identify an item, it gets you the group size and experience. The second time, it gets you that second set of things there. And then the third time, it gets you the bottom group. So. Failed. Observed. Deduced. Okay, cool. We know all there is to know about Gas Dragon. Cool. Let's fight it. Womp. Yeah, so that I don't know if it had animations last time I fought it either, so. No, not oh, not no, 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 no. Not open. Disarm, please. Loading box. There we go. We disarmed it. Cool. How many receives potion? Party member gets some gold. Alright. Come in here. Okay, so it didn't trigger, presumably because I already have the blue ribbon. Well, that's irritating. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, right. Yeah, and you can actually, like, zoom in on them, and yeah. It's kind of cool. So let's head back to town. Oh, that's the wrong way. This is the way I want to go. Okay. Do-do-do-do. Bum, bum. So yeah, by the way, at the risk of jinxing it, that disconnection earlier was not the game's fault. Game held up rock solid. That was, like I said, my internet connection. So, alright, let's visit the inn. Let's have everybody do the thing. I didn't gain a whole lot of experience from that, but I also didn't expect to, so. Visit tavern? Yeah, okay. Not being able to inspect a character in the tavern is a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but... Although... No, okay. Remove silver. And we'll add the scry. Back in the maze. Honestly, I have enough gold that I can identify everything but the deadly ring on my own if I really want to. Give to scry. Yeah. Yeah, the you're ready to level indicator, great little quality of life improvement, you know. There are other things like that as well, but... Okay. Oh, you may notice some of my characters, well, all of them right now, except for the scry. They have the, they have the title of Ser, which is the equivalent of, like, the chevron of rank. Let me see. Hit Q. Which you can actually see there on kind of the top left of their character portrait. That's the mark that essentially this character has beaten Wizardry 1. They were in a party that made it back to town with the amulet. So anyway, let's identify some stuff. That's an antidote. That's the Rod of Flame. Identify that. Cursed, a mysterious ring inscribed with death runes. And, whoops, no. Keep that, sorry. Meant to identify that. Combat only, cast Badios. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's equip you with the Rod of Flame, why not? Well, again, the idea was you carried your character over from scenario to scenario, and you eventually acquired a bunch of titles. So. Okay, what do I want to do now? I want to sell some stuff. Hold on. No. Stop. Okay. Oh, right, because, yes, okay. Because of the way this is, yeah. It sorts by how much gold something costs. That's why. Okay. Alright, so let's remove the scry. Add silver back to the party. And we will head back into the maze, is what we will Oh, hold on. I think I can change character order here. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Alright, back into the maze. And yes, the treasure matrix is actually even a newer addition to the bestiary. That was not always there before. That's the wrong set of spells. What am I doing? There we go. Unplayable. Alright. Alright, so we'll leave this on for now. An encounter. 3 kobolds, please. There's the Wizardry 1 victory jingle. Actually, I guess the Wizardry 1 through 3 NES victory jingle. I guess in all of them. Anyway. Okay. We'll get on the floor 4. And this time we'll go this way. Yeah, and we use the blue ribbon. We'll get into a fight here. 4 dragonflies, okay. This could actually be kind of annoying. Alright, we surprised them. That's good. Alright, we know everything they're going to do, so we'll just murder them. They're actually kind of hard to hit. That's weird. Alright. Guess we just didn't get super lucky there. That's okay. We hit them hard enough, though. And yet you get a treasure chest for going there. Okay, so we'll cast Califo. Crossbow bolt, okay. Disarm the crossbow bolt, please. Alright, cool. Got some gold, great. And let's go down to floor 6, which, yes, is a bit of a weird place to go, but you can see floor 6, and actually all of floor 6 through 10, they have this new texture that was not there when I played this last. So this is where we will cast Lomilwa. My Jumapic looks like that. Encounter 1 bishop, 6 level 4 thieves. Bishop moving up to the front row. Interesting. Okay, so we've identified a bishop. I've apparently identified a decent number of enemies that I did not realize I'd already identified. It's kind of cool. Alright, I've apparently identified those as well. Cool. Killed the bishop, good. Steve should go down pretty easily. Ooh, he actually hit me. Wow, okay. Yep. Floor 6, the PC version of Floor 6, that is one of the ones that has a fun little Easter egg on it. But there's no real reason to visit it. Ah, I see. Shubo receives robes. Mercury's Elder receives sword. Right, okay. So here is the, here's a neat little Easter egg that I think is like Robert Woodhead's Dungeons and Dragons group, or a reference to some other movie, or a reference to his D&D group that was in turn a reference to the movie. But a group of 3 humanoids, a barbarian with a sword that glows, a sexy female mage, and a huge ogre. The barbarian points to the end of the corridor and yells, "Ariel, Ukla, this way!" And they all run off. And that's just the last you see of them. Two robed men. Apparently I've not seen these at all. Level 7 mages. Okay. So different level 7 mages than the previous ones. Hey, you deserved. Hey, okay, cool. So you can actually observe dead enemies. That's really nice. That's very good. Okay. $1 gold. Did not get any gear from that. Four spirits and a Medusa lizard. Okay. The monster. Oh, this might be not great. Okay. Because Medusa lizard can very much do Medusa lizardy things if you catch my drift. So I apparently turned off health bars at some point. Okay. So yeah, we've done Medusa lizards. We've done spirits, okay. Yeah, so they I think can poison and paralyze, or is that regeneration and poison, I think. Oh, they can actually cast spells as well. Okay, that I did not realize. But luckily... Kill the spirit. Did not... Okay, did not dispel them. Yep, ow. They're throwing spells at me, that's fine. Okay. That could have been worse. Encounter 3 gargoyles, 6 spirits. I surprised the monsters. Cool. All right. Okay, we have done gargoyles, and like I said, we've done spirits. Okay. Oh right, I surprised them, so I can't. Yeah. Spirits are apparently not undead, which is weird, but sure. Ow, okay. Okay, note to self. Spirits, actually still fairly dangerous. Ouch. Okay. Poison needle. Right. Kubo receives armor. Okay. And we're back at the elevator here. And I'm going to do something kind of strange to get back to where I want to go. Yeah, that's where he says, yeah, don't get attached to your characters. Which is kind of amusing. On a frightening creature. That's a life stealer. Okay. Identify the enemy. Life stealer. Okay. Only have one at a time. These suckers can level drain, so we're gonna inspect. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you did not kill it in one hit, so. Alright, we got some new details about it. That's cool. That's good enough for me for now. Disarm the poison. Macia receives robes. Silver receives book. Okay. So. I think actually in the original version, this square that I'm standing on right now was actually the square that just took you to floor 10. Here you specifically have to jump down the chute. And you get the morsel will walk forward, be returned to the Mad Overlord. And again, here, this square would just normally warp you right back to the castle. But again, you have to specifically go into the castle, which we are going to do. Or go into the warp this time. Okay, so. Into the maze. Alright, so let's go to the inn. Okay, so no levels, that's fine. Didn't expect any. What are we gonna do here? Alright, I don't know who did and didn't acquire items is the problem here. I could visit the store, actually. I'm just gonna pay the man. Okay. So we had longsword plus 1. Might be the only thing I keep here, I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll sell the antidote, sell the book of audios. So this is 5 to hit, 1d10 plus 1. D8 plus 1 to attack, okay, yeah. So it's not as keep the antidote in my inventory, actually, just in case. Sell the rose and the sunlight. That's fine. Okay. Right, right. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, you know what? Let's. Yeah, okay. Let's go back into the maze. And let me take a quick stock of my party here. Specifically mage spells. No arcane spells, no, that's fine. Alright, so you have 3. Okay. 0, you have 0. You have 3. Okay, you have just not. Okay. It would be a total of 9. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so, what do y'all say we do a floor 10 run? We see what Wordna has to offer us, besides an amulet. I love that tilt-a-weight in this is just untranslatable. That's good stuff. Okay. I mean, I've won it, I think, twice, so we're in good shape, hopefully. I mean, if we don't do the, you know, stinky cheese, Hammond teleport away, you know, it's basically a matter of surviving the first round and seeing if you can get it down as far as possible to just you and Wordna, which we should be able to do. Although what's funny is I think the first time I won the fight, I think it was down to me and some vampires, and I actually got drained 2 levels. Which is why Mercury Zelda's level 19 and I'm level 17, even though we were both samurai and only samurai. So, you know, there's that. Okay, so. With that. Sir Chubo. Yep, you are going to Malor. You're going to Malor 8, East 8, North 2, I believe it is. Entering large groups of undead enemies. Don't forget that priests can dispel. They can indeed. Yep, alright, so there we go. So, here's the gold plaque that we all know. You know that you are trespassing on the property of the Archmage Wordna. There's no possible way that he can possibly get through my defenses, let alone defeat me in battle. So sure am I of this that I give you this clue. Contradextra Avenue. P.S. Trevor socks! Yep. Just a series of one-way paths. Teleport you. You have, I believe, 7 fights to get through before wording up. Might be 6. Encounter 6 priests. Okay. 6 level 8 bishops. Okay. We identified the monster. Level 8 bishop. Alright, we're gonna fight them. We're gonna try to inspect them. Yet we have not fought these before. Okay. Or we've not identified them, I should say. Did not learn anything about them. We observed. We deduced. We know everything we need to know. Cool. What do we got? Okay, they got some kind of nasty stuff. Their HP range is rather large. Pretty chunky. What we got there? They're dead. Okay. No trap, really, on the 10th floor. That, okay. Try to disarm teleporter in that case. Okay, sure. Yeah. So hey, remember that antidote I was like, I'm gonna keep? Yeah, suddenly I'm looking pretty smart right now. It was Mercury Zelda who had it. Alright, and discard the broken item. Now useless junk should be discarded. Yes, we'll discard that. Okay, cool. So what else do we grab here? Let's see. Looks like a pretty terrible sword. Armor might be okay, but... Okay, so... Also, this is back. This was not there in the early versions of this, but it is in a lot of the ports and the originals. This plaque, I complained that it wasn't there. They added it back. One group of guardians have been defeated, but there are many more. Turn back while you can, fools. So that's neat that they added that back. An encounter? Excuse me. Video game. Excuse me. Oh, that's... If those strange animals are what I think they are... Okay, they are manticores, it looks like. Nonetheless, this is not a... This is not... This is not something I want to mess around with. Try to inspect the other strange animal, I guess. Organ. Okay. Oh, why did I try to identify the bishop? That was silly. Ow! Strange animal hit me. Okay. Hey, you want to get that tilt-o-weight off? Thank you. Okay. A little disappointed I had to waste a tilt-o-weight there, but... Okay, I think we're still pretty good as far as hit points and things go. Encounter, 2 armored men. Alright, that's easy enough. It's level 10 fighters or level 8 fighters. It's one of the two. Level 8. Okay. Surprise the monster. Cool. Yeah, that's right. These are actually kind of difficult to hit. But between Silver and Mercury Zelda, they got the job done. We're good there. Alright. Gas bomb. Okay. MTI receives sword. Icon receives armor. So it is that one. Look at our items here. Yeah, that's that terrible sword you got. That's also a terrible sword. Okay. Armor is pretty not great either. Okay. Number 3 is 3 giants and a priest. Fire giants. High priest. Oh. That's okay. Anytime you'd like to not hit me, please. Silver, identify the enemy. Fire giant. Yes, thank you. Okay. So we got the High Priest, that's good. Alright, killed one. Smashed that one. And we killed that one, cool. Anti-mage. Alright. Nice. Like.com receives Helm. Third party member receives 315 gold. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Splash up Alnasia's hit points there. Got smacked a couple times by some fire giants. Alright, fight number 4. Oh. 5 level 8 bishops. Okay. Potential ouchie here. Res monsters, okay. Okay, so we've gotten everything we need to know. Killed 2 of them, that's good. Go again. Whack, okay. Whack. Alright, cool. Got him. Easy fight. Disarm. Go for it. Let me see, receive scroll. Okay. There it is, okay. An encounter, 4 dragons, oh boy. Four dragon zombies. Oh, okay. That's not great. That is really not good. Dragon zombies are nasty. Yeah, we're throwing a lot of stuff at them and hoping it goes through. Okay. Yep, that's the problem here. 3 strange animals, 1 Gorgon. Okay. Wow. Okay. We have some rather nasty fights here, honestly. Alright, that's what I figured. Full Chimera. Alright, there we go. Silver Gill's got me. Okay. I'm going to actually bail out of this because that was a good deal nastier than I expected it to be, honestly. I did survive the dragon zombie encounter, which was nice, but yeah. Okay. The most important thing to remember is Trevor sucks. Okay. So everybody stay at the inn. See who has what in their inventory. I don't think anyone has anything particularly good, but, you know. Sword and armor. Scroll. Staff, okay. I think that's a staff of Mogriff. Alright, so Chubo does not have anything in his inventory. Got it. Understood. So yeah, there's a lot of cool, interesting things in this now. Is much more polished. It is, as you can see, more stable than some of the previous releases. But I'm enjoying revisiting this. At some point, I may do a second playthrough, mapping out the console dungeons of 6 through 8, just for fun. Also, this game does have achievements now on both Steam and GOG, which is neat. Anyway, what was I doing? Right, I was doing this. Tavern. Removing Chubo. Getting the scry. I see the little auto-saving icon popping up pretty frequently. I'm actually wondering if that's where the game was crashing on me. Anyway. Okay, cannot give items to describe their inventory is full. Alrighty then. Start identifying stuff. Get the staff of monograph. Roll of Halito, that's whatever. Longsword -1. And chainmail +2, which is actually not terrible. Can you equip that? You cannot. Okay. I mean, some of this I could just drop and it'd be fine, but. Okay, so Scroll of Halito, yes. Longsword, yes. The Staff of Monograph, yes. And the chainmail +2. Back in the maze. Okay, what am I doing now? So one thing about this game is you can actually sort of pseudo-identify things based on what they look like in the inventory here. That's a leather armor +2. Is going to be a longsword -1, or possibly a short sword -1. Short sword -1. Okay, that's a helm. Oh, helm +1. Interesting. Okay. And breastplate -2. Okay. Anyone who needs a helm +1? Looks like a couple people do. Neat. Alright. So, game 2. Can Almecia use the helm +1? Let's find out. Yes. Cool. Alright. Awesome. Mercury's Elva already has a helm +1, right? Yes. Okay. Alright, so we'll go sell that helm. Sell the other stuff too. But, yeah. And we'll try this 10th floor gauntlet again. See what happens. Because the Vampire Lords were not animated last time I was there. I mean, they had basic animations, but... So I'm curious what that's going to look like. All right, here we go. Oh, let's take a look at the bestiary, by the way. So you can see it tells you, it tells you what their treasure is when you encounter them randomly. That's neat. They can give one of those, a longsword +1, some unknown items that I've apparently not gotten yet. Longsword -1, short sword -1. So, yeah. Pretty cool. You can see where I saw them on floor 4. Alright. So. Gas Dragon, accompanied by dragonflies 40% of the time. Oh, you can flip the card over, so you can get like a little biography of them. So, there's that. Okay, so let's get our defenses going here. Hold on. We have a problem. Yeah, I think the treasure matrix is a fairly new thing. It wasn't there with the bestiary initially. It told you, I think, like what group the enemy was in, but it didn't tell you what was in that group necessarily. So. Also, how long were you going to wait for me to realize I still had the scry in my party? Kubo, get back in here. Yeah. So that's also a fairly new addition. Kubo, come over here. Alright. And you know what? We'll actually even have you cast the Mad Overlord. Yeah, I was disappointed at that too. Actually, you know why I was disappointed? I don't know if you remember, but I found a sword on my 10th floor playthrough that I just looking at the sword decided to take a chance and equip it. And I then subsequently lost that going back to the castle. That was a Vorpal blade. Which old school wizardry players know as the Blade Cuisinart. So yeah, I was a little disappointed in that one. Not gonna lie. All right, let's try this again. Hopefully I get fewer random encounters for 1. Hopefully I get slightly less dangerous encounters here for 2. 4 giants, okay. These are... What kind of giants are these? Are these poison giants? These are poison giants, okay. I am not going to mess with these. This is... did I surprise them, actually? It looks like I did. Okay. I missed that part. Cool. Right, yeah. That's... If I do this, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably give the... I'm going to have the... I'm going to just Malore up 9 if I win. And make my way almost back, and then give the amulet to the scry, and have the scry solo take it back. Because, I mean... The scry has some decent equipment, but it's nothing I can't get back, I don't think. Hey, Economicon, how's it going? Cool. Yeah, so we're just doing... I played this actually way back. Well, not way back. It was 7 months ago. But I played through it on early access, and I still have that group. And I'm just kind of checking out what's different. So we're on the 10th floor now. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, these are poison giants. They are quite chunky. Wow, they survived that. Okay, yeah. Fight. Yeah, we are absolutely not playing around with this. You are just going to Macanito, because you're not going to have many more times where that's going to be useful, so... Yeah, oh wow, okay, yeah. Yeah, like, it was insane to me, because my understanding is that, like, the first 5 Wizardry games were just forever in legal hell. And then, like, out of nowhere, this version came, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, when I saw it was like day 1 early access buy for me. So. Yep. Yeah, you can actually, yeah, you can actually see an illustration of it on the title screen for Wizardry 4. It has a map. It has a lot of cool stuff, actually. It tells you, like, the inspection. Yep. The graph paper's still helpful, though. I will say that. Sure. Disarm that. Okay, that's fine. Fail to disarm the trap means you have the right trap. Silver receives armor. Cool. Zelda receives shield. Yep, cool. Was it that one that I need? Where's actually the square that I want? Is it this one? It's that one. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so the graph paper is still helpful. Although this being the 10th floor, it's basically a series of one-way paths, so that's okay. That's a sure. That's okay. That is I surprised the monsters. Well, that's good. What a weird fight. I think it's a level 8 thief in the front there. It's still alive, whatever it is. That's frightening. Master Thief, okay. Master Thief drops back, okay. And it's got this cool, like, enemy inspection system, where if I do that, I can pop up some information on some of these enemies. So that's neat. Okay. Target, yeah, fight the Master Thief. Let's see, can I Macanito the fighters? Let's find out. New details. Cast Macanito. I cannot Macanito the fighters. Okay. Yeah, this was, like, even before all the cool stuff, I was like, oh, this is, like, instant day 1 buy for me, like I said. Do I know everything I need to know here? I do not. Okay. That. Can't macchiato the fighters. Nope. They don't like coffee, apparently. Alright, they all missed. Cool. Yeah, it's got a lot of cool stuff that you can enable or disable at will. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I mean, I didn't start it, but, you know, appreciate it regardless. Okay. That was a lot of level 8 fighters. Okay, got a bunch of gold from that. That's neat. Alright. Ethereal entities. Is this Murphy's Ghosts? No, it's Will-O-Wisps. All right, my computer is going to chug. Oh, okay. I don't know if you all remember when I fought Will-O-Wisp previously. Did I surprise them? I did. Oh, Mario's doing well. Mario is... where Mario is. Oh, I think I... did I... oh, I let him outside. I let him out in the... well, not outside, out in the garage. He's probably still chilling out there right now. Remember the previous effects on the Will-O-Wisp? I might have a highlight of it on my YouTube channel. They just absolutely murdered my frame rate. I think we were literally, hold on. This was being generous. We were into seconds per frame territory, I'm pretty sure. It was... I don't know if anyone else remembers that, but it was not good. Did I get everything? No, okay. As they had, like, these particle effects on them, and... It did not go well. Okay, so if nothing else, well done. Well done, Digital Eclipse and new Surtech Shell Company for addressing that. Oh, shoot. What am I doing? Okay. I opened instead of... that could have been really, really bad. Okay. Where am I now, is the question. Teleport point... yeah, thankfully we did not get teleported into rock. Okay, so I think I'm... alright. I don't know if that advanced me or not, but I think I know where I am. Yes, okay, I'm pretty sure I know where I am. I am at 13.8, or 8.13. Yes, I have a channel point reward where you can teleport your points into rock. That was, yeah. Yep, yeah, you can see the overlay in the back there. I need to take that off. And you can actually, if you hit this, you can put the overlay on the screen, or you can get rid of it altogether. But I just put it over there for now. Alright, so I'm over here. Yeah, I think I actually warped forward a bit. Do not count on that working. That should have, like, bitten me harder than it did. Let's put it that way. Okay, so, Chimera and Gorgon. I don't know everything about the Chimera. I don't know everything. Okay, well. Okay, cool. Alright, killed the Gorgon, that's nice, and killed the Chimera. Alright, didn't learn anything. Got new Chimera details, that's cool. Didn't get anything new about that. Yeah. Okay, so. Expect. Cast Calfo. Do not open the chest. Gas bomb, okay. Scroll. Receives armor. Okay. Let me check something quick here. I got a sword out of one of those chests. I'm gonna check. Okay, so that's armor. It's not. Okay, that's a pretty... I think that's a longsword, either +1 or +2. That shield looks cool. So not vault. Do not pick. Yeah, that might be... okay, that might have warped me. Yeah, that warped me a good deal forward, in fact. So, yeah. Actually, nope, never mind. I'm not where I think I am. Okay. It did warp me forward, at least a little bit. But anyway, alright. Hey, a Will-O-Wisp. Cool. But yeah, Luna, were you here when I fought a Will-O-Wisp? back in the 0.1 release days? Do you remember how it just destroyed my frame rate? Like, I'm not exaggerating about this. It was amazing. Okay. They have 95% spell resistance and sleep resistance. That's neat. I'm gonna pop out of this for a moment. You should still see it. I want to see if I have a video quickly on my YouTube channel. If I thought this was worth highlighting or making its own separate video. I might actually have a highlight on my Twitch page as well. Okay, if YouTube ever wants to load for me. Okay, never mind. Okay. Never mind. I thought that was going to be quicker than it turned out to be, so. But if you search for my YouTube channel, do that. YouTube channel link should be there. Yep, there it is. And you might be able to search through there in the Wizardry playlist. I might have it there. Hold on, no. That's not what I want to do. I want to fight, inspect. I do wish now, with the addition of this cool, like, inspection feature, I sort of wish that you could either have an option to, or just that the default quick thing, if you don't have an enemy identified, would be fight, inspect. Rather than fight, parry. No, well, there is to know. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it didn't matter there, but... Okay, so, Calvo. Exploding box. Okay. That's fair. Gas bomb trap. Cool. Gotta scroll. Okay, so... that's not what I want. Hold on. Okay. Gas spell. Okay, so... because I don't think you're going to be able to do much with Wazoo Morphus otherwise. Okay. Do that. Okay, cool. Ah! Encounter. 3 level 8 fighters. That's fine. Okay. May take some damage, but that's not the worst thing. All they can really do is hit me. Oh, and I surprised them even better. Problem is, level 8 fighters are actually fairly difficult to hit, as you can see here. Even Almacia couldn't one-shot it, so, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there it is. Lair of the evil wizard Wordna. Office hours 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. by appointment only. The wizard is in. There we go. Right series, wrong game. That was Wizardry 5, Heart of the Maelstrom, that had the Duck of Sparks. This is the HD remake of Wizardry 1, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. Okay, we are not going to open the door yet. We are instead going to... Okay, let me see. Cast spell. Otherwise, not going to use Dios, I don't think, so... Might as well use them on everybody but Mercury Zelda. Also, you're my ninja, who is going to be attacking most of the time anyway, so... Yep, but you have the right series, though. So, also, hello and welcome. Okay. Happen there. Okay, do it again. Alright, so, Alright, so here we go, take 3. Wordna will be accompanied by a Vampire Lord, and that Vampire Lord can in turn be accompanied by anywhere from 1 to 8 vampires. If you really want the technical breakdown, the Vampire Lord will be accompanied by anywhere from 1 to 4 vampires, and that group of vampires has a chance of being accompanied by an additional 1 to 4 vampires. So, alright. I have to hope I don't get surprised, although, with the option to disable opening round spell casts, getting surprised, while not good, while far from good, because Wordna is not a final boss designed to provide you a fun, reasonable challenge. He's a boss designed to murder you horribly. While getting surprised would not be good, it would be a lot less bad than it would have been prior to the addition of that no spells on opening surprise round addition. So, alright, are we ready? I mean, you're never ready for Wordna, but... here we go. 3 vampires. Okay. Okay, so we have the Vampire Lord in the back. Alright, fight. Let me think. Let me think about this. Right, okay. Okay, you are going to, okay, so, I just need to think about what my options are. No, alright. Okay. Yep. I'm going to attempt to Montino Wordna. I do not expect that to actually work. We're going to Momorless, because armor class affecting spells are some of the only things that are unaffected by magic resistance. So this will work. That will make everything easier to hit. No, I'm reconsidering my life choices here. That's a pre-spell? Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. We'll try this. Okay, you are going to try to dispel the vampires. And you are going to cast a Zilwan on the vampire. Okay. I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong here, but we're going to roll with it. Montino was ineffective. Not surprising. Okay. Got that off. Okay. We dispelled 2 of the vampires. We did kill the Vampire Lord. Alright. Frightening creature. That's not the hard part. Okay. We hit word enough. That's cool, I guess. More AC penalty. And, yep. There it comes. There's the tilt-away. Okay. We're in pretty okay shape, though, I think. Okay. You'll notice I'm not inspecting anything here, by the way. I might as well try to Mad Alto the Vampire. I don't expect it to work, but... Okay, now we need to get Madi the front line, basically. Okay. I'll go with that. Alright. Good hit. Good hit. Okay. Alright. Mercury Zelda kills word. No. Okay. We're okay. Oh, that's a cool animation. That was cool. Oh, wow. That actually worked. Okay. Alright, we identified the vampire. Cool. Alright, we should be okay from here. That was really cool, yeah. So the last time I played this, it was still very much an early access. So, I mean, the game was playable start to finish, but a lot of the accoutrements, if you will, were not actually finished. So, like, a lot of the enemies, they didn't even have, like, death animations, for instance. You just hit them and they faded out. That was awesome. That was... Like, I would say that by itself was basically worth it. Okay, yeah, let's try to inspect this vampire. And if I get level drained, I get level drained. It's fine. Alright, there we go. Didn't learn anything new. Hey, observe new details. Okay. Alright. Alright, so, Mercury Zelda receives Amulet. You get nothing else. So this is something new. You have a warp back to town for when the wizard wants out. We're gonna not do that. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do some stinky cheese here. We are going to... Okay, so we're on the 10th floor. Right. Filter weight is not going to help us. Malor will. We're going to go up 9. We're just going to go up 9. Anywhere on the first floor is a safe square. We are not, you know... We will not teleport ourselves into rock. Alright, so where are we? Alright, I think I know where we are. Huh? Oh, I'm like on the perimeter, I think. Okay. No, okay, yeah, I'm... Alright. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. I'm in an area where I cannot get in or out. But I mean, that's fine. I know where I am. Quote unquote. I'm glad you like it. You have my partner, the lovely Silver, to thank for that one. They wanted something to redeem channel points on, and I was like, I'm just going to make a channel point sync and see who goes for it. Okay, so I am actually in an area where I cannot get into or out of it. Unless, hold on. Unless there's a secret door. Unless there's a secret one-way door somewhere. Let's try that. Which is possible. Ah. Oh, also, you may have noticed Mercury Zelda is now at full health because they have the Amulet of Wardna. Miscellaneous amulet has not been identified. Right, yeah. If I give this to, say, Silver... Now Silver is recovering hit points. Yeah, I was going to say, I knew there... Because I've done this before, so I know there is a way out of here. Or, like I said, worst case scenario, I have ways out. I'm not out of spell charges, so... NES Victory Jingle Heck, yeah! Encounter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll get there. Also, it actually looks like if I had been in here, I had not actually mapped it out before. So there's that. Right, yeah. Encounter. Seems like the encounter rate in this is actually a lot higher than I remember it being. But anyway. Yep, I am quite near your location on the map. I am very aware of this. I know where I am on the map. I just never... I either apparently never mapped it or never bothered to write in the exit if I did map it. There it is. I see it. There it is. Yeah, okay, that makes sense that that would be there. Yeah. Okay. And obviously that is a one-way door. Yep. Yep, I did not have that mapped before. Okay. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I need to remember now. Alright, I know what I want to do. I don't want to go all the way back up. Also, silver. Now at full health. That's not what I want. Give that to me, please. Okay. I'm kind of hurting. Counter 4 orcs and 4 kobolds. Yep. Monster surprised you, really? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna actually stay there. Here's what we're gonna do. Ready? Make camp. Going to open party options. I'm going to go back to town. Yes, I would like to return to town, please. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into the tavern. I'm going to add, let's see. I'm going to add the scry and benchwarmer. Benchwarmer, by the way, was one of my rescue expedition characters in a very early stream of this. If you know the game, the first kind of true boss encounter with the level 7 fighters, level 7 mages, 2 high priests, and a high ninja. I got the worst possible luck on that fight. I got surprised, and this was back before the quality of life option to disable surprise spells on opening rounds. So I ate a bunch of mage spells, and then I got basically the worst possible turn order in the second round, and my mage died before he could Makanito some of the enemies and kind of even the odds. So, yeah, that was fun. So, you may be wondering what the heck I'm doing here. Well, I'm doing this. Okay. Going back to the courtyard. Going into the maze. We are going to enter with the current party. We are now going to go to camp. 6 non-party characters are present within this space, I'm aware. Characters in the maze. One or more of your characters are no longer in the party. You may choose Add to Party to re-add them to your party through the Party Options menu. If they are dead, paralyzed, or otherwise incapacitated, this is the only way to recover them. You may rejoin them as a separate party when choosing Enter Maze in Town. Well, they are very, They are very able-bodied. So, okay. You. Select character. Use item. Use item. What do you have? Okay. So, you are going to drop your longsword. Yes, discard that, please. Now, the scry. What do you have? Do you have anything that... Oops. Okay, so what do you actually have for items? The only thing I really care about here maybe might be the Rod of Flame, but alright. I'm going to unequip. I'm going to unequip the scry. To give all of his equipment to Benchwarmer. We're going to take the scry and Benchwarmer back up. To remove Benchwarmer from the party. To enter the maze, we're going to enter with our current party. Alright, we're going to open party options. To add, specifically MTI to the party. Back to party options. Go back to character select. We're going to give the Amulet of Ordna to the scry. Going to remove MTI from the party. We are going to return the scry to town with the Amulet of Ordna. Actually, I want to try something real quick. I'm just curious what happens when... Equip this. You want to invoke the special power of Amulet. I do not want to invoke the power of Amulet. Okay, so he's now equipped with the Amulet. Amulet is cursed and cannot be unequipped. That's fine. Okay. So, we go back to town. Congratulations! You have completed your quest, and the amulet is now back in the hands of your beneficent ruler, Trevor. In return for this, he grants you a boon of 250,000 experience points each. Additionally, you will be initiated into the Overlord's Honor Guard, and thus will be entitled to wear the chevron of this rank evermore. However, you must give up your equipment and your party's gold from the current expedition to pay for your initiation. So, when I say you give up your equipment, that is you give up all of your equipment. So that is why I did the whole rigmarole there with not taking my party back. Yep. Which, to be fair, is actually is how it worked in the original version of the game as well. And I think if you imported your characters from Wizardry 1 to Wizardry 2, your levels carried over, but your equipment did not regardless, so. Correct. It is the party that gets back to town when one of them has the amulet. So also, that gave us a level for the scry. Also, does that really say 38 hit points? What? That cannot be right. There's no way that is correct. That was 38 hit points. That was legitimately 38 hit points. Wow. Wow. Somebody clip that, because wow. Like, I was like, no, that I did not just literally double my hit points. The game, like, screwed up and thought that 39 was, you know, oh, that's my current, maybe it thinks my current HP is 1, and it's giving me plus 38. But no, that, okay. Yeah, alright. Plus 4 hit points, okay. Also, this is new, by the way. You have the option to sort of pick where your attribute points go. And I think on average it's the superior choice, even though you tend to only get a maximum of 3 to distribute, because you will never lose stats that way. So I can level them up again. Wow. Plus 8 hit points, okay. See, that there we only got 1. That's fine. Okay. So we got our scry up to level 12. That's awesome. Alright, so, nope, we don't need you to stay at the inn. I need you to go to the tavern and add Benchwarmer back to the party so you can get your equipment back. If we, you know, Benchwarmer. Item. Okay, so now let's equip. So my thought is, if you're willing to basically forego ever leveling up again, well, not even then. You could make an entire party with a ton of amulets of Wordna. That's what I'm saying. All right. So anyway, we can send this party back to town. And then we can, all right. Move. And then we can return to the courtyard. We can enter the maze, and now we will rejoin the out party. Yep, that one, please. I think it separated MTI from the party because I think it separated me out from the party because I was not. All right, so we all still have our gear, which is awesome. Hey, Hypecaster, how's it going? It's really, they did a great job with it. Yep, happy loophole. Bit of a time-consuming loophole, not gonna lie, but yeah, happy loophole. Okay, so let's heal everybody up here. But yeah, it's I am very happy. I don't know if you'd say backed it because it wasn't a Patreon thing, but I'm happy when I heard that it was early access. I'm happy I like immediately paid however much it was in early access. I think it was like $24 early access. Give me a moment to Give me a moment to restore my party here. Give me a moment to just have everybody stay at the end. I don't know if we gained any levels. Silver came close. No, alright. Actually, I would know if I gained levels, because that's one of the little quality of life things they added. If you were paying attention with the scry, you may have seen a little up arrow above their level, and that's how you know you are ready to gain levels. Can I speak to the combat? I can try to speak to the combat. So, one of the neat things that they did to make combat a little more engaging in this... am I gonna do a fight here? Yes, okay, cool. Monster surprised me. Okay, so this is not going to be a great... Okay. So, I am basically endgame strength, and these are some of the first enemies you fight, so they're unlikely to do much of anything to me. That being said, there are people here in the chat, I think, who can probably speak to the specifics of this probably better than I can, but combat in this, I would say, is modeled off of early Dungeons and Dragons. So, what that means is you see on the bottom, I have my 6 characters, and they're kind of arranged into 2 rows. So, the front row can attack whoever. The back row cannot. Consequently, enemies can attack my front row. They cannot attack my back row. Now, as far as abilities and spells, there are a decent number of spells. They are of varying use. One interesting thing about the game is that as you go through it, if you've played like a Final Fantasy, for instance, or really most JRPGs, you know, kind of your bread and butter are your direct damage spells, right? In Wizardry, especially in the end game, direct damage spells are not actually that useful because a lot of enemies just have magic resistance. And so you'll just do no damage. It'll just say enemy resists the spell. What is very useful in this is armor class manipulation. So this, much like early Dungeons and Dragons, does not have defense power as you probably think of it in a JRPG. Your attack has a weapon. Your attack has a damage value. Your attack has a chance to hit the enemy based on their armor class. And if your attack hits, it's doing the full range of damage, regardless of the armor class. So armor class does not affect damage reduction. It affects the chance for the attack to hit. And this is based on old school Dungeons and Dragons, so lower armor class is better. These orcs have an armor class of 10. That's actually terrible. I should be able to hit them, no problem. And so, like I said, what that means is that armor class manipulation is really useful. In part because it's one of the only things that magic resistance does not work on. It will always work. So if let's see. I can actually give you a quick example here. So, yeah, because you're kind of an arch sorcerer dude here. So this spell here, these are starting enemies, so this is not really the best example I can show you, but this Mom Morless spell, yeah. Oh, thank you for the bit. Appreciate it. So, like, because these are starting, like, basically I'm wasting a Mom Morless spell here, honestly, but So Silver's fighting, Mercury's all this fighting, so you'll notice Chubo cannot fight. Chubo can parry. So what do you do with the back row? Well, you have... The back row is where you'll put your magic casters, because you can freely cast spells from the back row. So when I said enemies cannot attack your back row, I misspoke a little bit. They cannot physically attack the back row. If they have spells, they can cast those on your back row. If they have breath attacks are the other thing, where enemies can freely hit your back row. So right now, these are, start of game enemies, and I'm end game strength, so even if they hit me, they're going to do very little damage. I'm not worried about losing this fight, but as you can see, we have some other options here. We can also try to inspect the enemy, which is actually a cool new thing that they added to this version of the game. Normally, like all of these enemy mechanics, they are, in previous versions of Wizardry, they were very much hidden. You had to just sort of intuit them via playing. But this does a few different things. One, it gives your back row something to do in battles besides, especially in maybe easier battles. It gives them something to do besides just parrying, which is nice. And then you can, so basically there's 3 levels of inspecting enemies, and each level fills out kind of one of these groups to the left. If you see how there are horizontal lines kind of separating some of the stats, these stats are grouped, and each successful inspection will reveal one of them. Now, I've already inspected orcs because, again, started game enemy, but, so at this point, parry and... Actually, parry and... For the back row, parry and inspect would be functionally identical. Parry lowers your armor class, i.e. it makes you a little bit harder to hit. But because these enemies cannot physically attack me anyway in the back row, it doesn't really do anything. I can also try to dispel undead, but I have no reason to do that, because these aren't undead, so... and I don't know. I'll throw a direct damage spell out here. These, again, start a game enemies, so they don't have magic resistance. So now they're easier to hit, but I mean, I really didn't have to do that. That was overkill. If your computer, by the way, is not a 6-year-old laptop that was probably middle of the road when you got it, the spell animations will be a good deal smoother for you than they are for me presently. I just want to point that out. I don't know how the game actually looks on the stream, but my setup is not currently doing it justice. It's quite smooth, like in the spell casting aside. So, but. So I don't know, I hope that answers your question. I will say, in general, with level-appropriate encounters, combat in this is always pretty tense. It's, you will not typically have, like, long, drawn-out encounters, even against, like, late-game monsters. Typically. Combat in Wizardry tends to be quick and brutal, and there's definitely tactical considerations, but generally it is quick and brutal, and you will know within 1 or 2 rounds whether it's going to be quick and brutal for you or quick and brutal for the enemy. Like, I don't know if you were actually here for when I fought the final boss, but that was... Like, I'm not absurdly overpowered, I would say, but I'm quite strong. And that was a 3-round boss battle with the final boss, and in those 3 rounds, he put a good hurting on me. Like... Like, a couple things go differently in round 2, and I very much lose that fight. Let's put it that way. Because, again... yes, yay. Yes. So, I hope that answers the question about combat. It is, yeah, it is... It is very much not hold A to win, a lot of times, I will say. Or, you know, hold attack to win. You will do some of that, yes. But generally speaking, it is, generally speaking, you always have to be a little bit on your guard in Wizardry. Okay, let me... I don't actually remember who did and didn't cast spells. I think it was... Let me see an empty eye. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do now... Oh, I have some items I need to sell off, is what I need to do. Let's see. Right, I cannot. That's a silly thing. Can I inspect my character here? I probably could if I were on the quality of life option. But I'm not, so we're just gonna go back to the so I don't know that I got anything particularly good out of that trip, honestly. Let's see. Okay, so you have armor and a scroll. You have a sword, a scroll, and armor, and shield. That shield might be pretty good. Search Shivo. Okay. You are very welcome. Yeah, I'm very happy this came out. I will say that the team at Digital Eclipse, when they were asked when this... yeah. Yes, providing you can make it out. So, what am I doing? I am tavern, I am removing, who was it that? I think it was Chubo, yeah. And adding the scry. It's an incredible level up. That may have been like post-maximum level up. That was absurd. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, if you can make it out of the dungeon, you know. You are, yeah, is the short answer. The caveat is you have to be able to make it out of the dungeon. Like, you know, like if I'm over here. Well, actually, there's, okay. I will rephrase that a little bit. Oh, undead kobolds. Okay, cool. So, okay. Undead kobolds are undead. So what that means is I can have my... Oh, I can't because I don't have that. Alright, so I can have my bishop try to dispel them. And somehow you only hit one of them. Cool. Alright, fine. Okay. Everyone receives 10 gold. Okay, so. Yep, you can leave it at any time. You, like I said, you do have to get back to the castle. Like, if I'm over here, and I'm... Oops, that's the wrong... Okay. If I'm, like, over here, let's say. So yes, you can. Okay. I'm trying to answer the question that I kind of think you're asking, but I'm gonna identify some items here. So yeah, there actually is a. You can at any point. Like if you're just done, you know, if you have played for too long and you're not totally sure where you are in the dungeon, you can do this. Like, and you have to go to work or whatever. You can do this. You can return to town, but the party will still be in the dungeon, and I can pick them back up. As far as getting the party back to town, yeah, you're free to exit whenever you want, with the caveat that you have to get back to the exit, either walking or teleporting late game. And teleporting can be dangerous. And actually, I'm a little surprised, speaking of options, which I'll get to. I went over them briefly early in the stream, but I can do it one more time. I don't mind. I enjoy talking about this game. I love Wizardry and Wizardry likes. So, where I was kind of going before you asked your question was when the early access of this was first released, there were several people who asked about the possibility of the other games in the series kind of getting the same treatment. And the team was like, basically, let us try to make this one the best we can before we even start worrying about that, which, fair. But, Digital Eclipse team, if you're listening, count me in as being very interested if you could make 2 through 5 happen in the same style. I'll be all over those the same way I was all over this. I do as well. I actually found like an SEC filing, like the, you know, like the I think that's like a government agency, for like one of the companies that put this together, and it looks like they were at least exploring doing something with Wizardry 2 and 3. Because in the filing, they were like... There was, like, a round of funding for this remake, and then separately there was, like, funding to do something with Wizardry 1 through 3 as re-releases, separately from this remake, so... I don't know how far along those plans are. I don't know if, you know... I don't know if there's probably a ton of other hurdles that have to be cleared, but there is some form of interest in doing other games in the series. Scroll of Catino, okay. Identify that. Plate mail, ooh, plate mail plus 2, nice. That's leather armor plus 2, that's fine. And this is what? Scroll of Adios, okay. Plate mail plus 2 is good stuff. I actually don't think we have any plate mail plus 2. I think the only other plate mail plus 2 I had, I lost because because see, before with the going back to town when I had won the game. Yeah, I have a bunch of plate mail plus 1. No plate mail plus 2. We're going to give -5. Plate mail, that's -6. Okay. To give this to Silver, who's in the front. You're going to equip that, and then you're going to give this to Mercury's Ala. Why are you only using a plate mail? Okay. I'm not even going to worry about it, it's fine. Oh, because that's -5, that's why. So it's okay. So, let's give this. That looks like a neat shield, but I don't know exactly what it is. We're gonna find out. Evil shield plus 3. Let's go. So because silver is alignment evil, they can use this. Interestingly, it does not actually improve their armor class over the shield plus 2. Huh. Interesting. That's fine, because we can then give this. Give that to either Almacia. Yes. Okay. Let's sell. Let's go back and sell some stuff. Right, I'm not where I think I am. But once I sell this, I'll go back through some of the quality of life options you can enable or disable. And all right, so what can we sell? All right, you have nothing to sell. Oh, they closed that loophole. Okay. Can you use a breastplate? The breastplate plus 1. Be able to. The scrolls of low-level magic I don't need. They can actually be helpful in the early game, but... So if you're curious why I'm giving all the unidentified items to the Scry, it's because the Scry is a bishop, which is the only class that can try to identify items without having to pay at the market for it. Longsword plus 1, okay. And then another scroll of Halito, okay. Okay. Yeah, I get it too, but I liked it. Yep. I mean, you can also ID by seeing how much it costs to ID it as well, but... Yeah. Oh wow, gone by 0.3, okay. Well, remember, the last time I played this extensively was the 0.1 line, so... I did a little bit with the... I did do a little bit with the 0.2 when they added the bestiary. But like I said, 0.3 was incredibly unstable for me. And 0.4 was better, and they seem to have really... They got it pretty solid now, I think, with 1.0. So that's really cool. What was I doing? I was visiting the store, right. Solid item, okay. Oh, scroll. Right, I wanted to see if the Scry could use breastplate. Or I sold that, okay. I'm gonna guess the answer is no, because I feel like if I had a breastplate plus 1 to give him, I would have done that. Let's try it. No, okay. I don't think so. No, we'll keep it. I mean, it's 750 gold. I have 1.8 million right now. By the way, a lot of that was Murphy's ghost kills. I'd guess like half of that was Murphy's ghost kills. Okay, so store. Blood breastplate. Okay, so before we end, let me one more time run down. Actually, let me check out some stuff here. So interestingly, the high ninja enemies, interestingly enough, in the bestiary in the game data after Wordna. Huh. Interesting. No, guess that a duo of level 7 ninjas like the high ninja. Yep. By high ninja 100% of the time. Yep, the high ninja. I flip that back over. See their stats there. Can attack 3 times. Their special trait is they just kill you. Here's Wordna. As you can see, I did not get... Right, yeah. You will see I did not bother trying to identify Wordna beyond the initial identification. Okay, so yeah, I do not have the biography of Wordna. The Vampire Lord, same thing. Wordna's immortal personal protector. Rotten resurrections, more lethal in death than in life. They are dragon zombies, by the way, despite the fact you would think they are undead. I'm pretty sure they are not. Cannot dispel them. So. Poison giants. So. Tribes. Poison giants constitute the most dangerous. Deadly poison. Yep. Oh, okay. Earth giants also Makanitoable. Interesting. Fire giants I think are not, but... Dark-blooded enemies of mankind. Okay, I for some reason cannot scroll this card. That's weird. Okay, I can't scroll any of these cards. Alrighty. Well then. Okay, that one I can scroll. There we go. Okay. So, most skillful of the thieves inhabiting Wordna's maze. Yep. So they have a lot of health, actually. Okay, anyway. there's that. What I actually wanted to do is to briefly run down the old school options again. So, for people who may not have seen this the first time. So, first, attribute points. You can have a set number of points, or you can do a random roll. You can quickly re-roll, so I like the random, because there's a chance you'll get more than the predetermined. Level up attribute. In the original game, you had a chance to increase or decrease each stat on level up. I set this to point buy. That's a new option, or you just get a small number of points that you distribute as you want to. Character age. Yeah, character's age. They have a certain amount of, like, sort of overall life energy, and when it gets to 0, they lose. Alternately, you have age. So, in configuration, you can quickly recover stuff with the new one. The temple, where you recover from status effects, expanded, has a few cool new things. Character recruiting is neat. I briefly showed that. You can basically buy characters at a level roughly comparable to that of your party, which is cool if you don't want to spend time killing 87 billion Murphy's Ghosts for leveling up a character from level 1. Minimap. Dumapic map is enabled. So if I cast the map spell, it will show me a map of the maze. In the original game, it was just your coordinates. Conversation hints, kind of self-explanatory. Bad stuff on party wipe. I have the old school option enabled. So when you die in this game, yeah, your party just stays down in the dungeon, and you have to go get them. And it can be tough. And this makes it even tougher. Surprise round casting, I kind of went over that. If you or the enemy gets a surprise attack, that determines whether you can or cannot cast spells in the opening round. Usually much more useful to the enemies than it is to you. Hide and ambush. I mentioned the combat and how you can't attack from the back row or attack the back row. This is an exception to that. If you have a thief or a ninja character in the back row, they can try to hide and then ambush from the back row. It was introduced in some of the console ports of, I believe, Wizardry 5 was the first place I saw it. So, the enemy identification system, where we have the that bestiary. That's one of the cool things they added to this version, to give your back row characters something to do, to expose some of those mechanics. Action redirection. I have it disabled currently. Essentially, the way the game worked originally is much like the very early, like, NES Final Fantasy, where if you tried to attack an enemy that died or is otherwise not there, your attack was just wasted. That's an option in this. Something I'm surprised is not an option related to the Dumapic map is Malor map. So Malor is the teleportation spell. So you can use it to warp anywhere you want in the dungeon, but it comes with risks. Because when I say anywhere, I mean anywhere. I believe the only exception is you cannot Malor... You cannot Malor into floor 10. If you try that, you bounce back to where you were. But other than that, any place else you can think of to Malor, you can do that. Now, the dungeons in this are all 20 by 20 squares. You start at 0, 0, and you can go up to 19, 19, which is the northeast corner of a given level. And actually, I will briefly show why that can be risky, but give me a moment here. Okay, so runaway in turn order, that's again another option I have disabled. Affects how fleeing works. If you try to run with this disabled and you fail, the enemies just get a free turn on you. And then we're back to starting attribute points. So yeah, I will very quickly go into the maze here. And I will cast spell. So here's my lore. You'd see I can set my destination wherever I want to. I can go down more than 10 floors if I want to. I can go up. I can go up more than 10 floors if I want to. I can go east more than 20 squares. I can go west more than 20 squares. Same thing for north and south. I'm going to bail out of that. So, the game will happily allow you to teleport outside the bounds of the dungeon. If you do that, most of the time, what will happen is your party is trapped in rock, and you are just lost forever. That's it. All that tens of hours of progress, yeah, say goodbye. The other thing you can do is you can teleport high above the city and crash to the ground. Yes, exactly, like that. That only kills all your characters. Puts them back in the castle. Comparatively merciful fate. Or if you teleport to basically floor 0, the town, but your coordinates are not 0, 0, you reappear in the castle moat, and some of your characters will again die. So later versions of this added kind of the mini-map to Malore to make it a lot harder on yourself to actually do that, so. But anyway. Yes, I'm alright. Alright, so, before we go, let's redo the regular feature of the stream. Let's pay our cat tax. So for those of you just joining, this is Mario the cat. I'm gonna try to tilt him onto the camera here. There he is. Say hi, Mario. Yeah. Yeah, Luna's saying hi, Mario. Yeah. Yep. My cat, we do this every stream. Sometimes multiple times. He sometimes can't decide if he wants to just hang out with me or if he wants to just troll me and go all up on my computer and my desk. Okay. Paid the cat tax. Alright. And so with that, yeah, no, it's just not letting me do that, okay. Alright, with that, we have reached the end of the stream. That was a lot of fun to revisit that. I'm happy with how well it ran, too. I don't know how well it necessarily came across on stream, but I'm happy with how it ran. Very stable, didn't crash once. That's awesome. The stream crashed, but that was Comcast's fault. That wasn't the game's fault. But yeah, they did a great job with this. I think the... Oh, yeah, no problem. I think the one thing that I'm a little disappointed about is that the very early versions had a score a lot more based around and inspired by the NES version. And it seems as though now, for whatever reason, the only kind of remnants of that, which were, and this song was not actually in the earlier versions, was this song that you're hearing now. This is a remix of the NES title screen theme, and SNES and Game Boy Color. But, there were some other tracks that were very inspired by it, and outside of that, and like some of the encounter and victory jingles. Yeah. Like those songs are just apparently not there anymore, and it disappoints me. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, that's a small thing. The music that is in there is, you know, it's not bad by any means. But yeah. So I will. I'm going to quit the game. I would like to quit the game. Thank you. So. That was a lot of fun, and with that, we have reached the end. Stream number 60 on the year. I will say that seeing some of those animations, like those were, seeing some of the new enemy animations, the Wordna death animation, that was really cool. Like, it was fun in early access, don't get me wrong, but it was early access. There were definitely some things missing. Like I said, a lot of those cool little touches. I don't think Wordna even had a death animation or attack animations at that point. Just kind of stood there. Alright, anyway. Let's find y'all a raid target. I wonder if there's other people playing this. I wonder if there's other people. Let's see what we've got here. There are. I don't know if okay. There are actually a few people playing this, but I don't know. I've never actually been to their streams before, so I will. Alright, here's where I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you to NES Cardinality. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I think there are. I think all the enemies are now, like, fully animated and things. I don't know if there's going to be anything that cool for obvious reasons of, you know, that is the final boss I killed, but... alright. NES Cardinality is doing Dragon Warrior Randomizer, so I'm going to send you over there. And... thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful night. And I'll also actually check out some of these other Wizardry streamers as well. Anyway, thank you all. Have a wonderful night. And have a great weekend. Bye-bye, everybody.